What's up, everybody? Welcome to season 2, episode 14 of Talk with Money. I'm so excited. We have so many things to talk about today, so I don't want to drag it out anymore. I want to get right into it, you guys. But before we do, for those of you who haven't, go subscribe to our YouTube, go subscribe to our Spotify, and for those of us who are poor, not poor, broke. I'll say that. It's only $3 on Patreon, y'all. So look, watch the full episodes on Patreon for only $3. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Spotify. Let's go. Drake and his reference tracks. Why are y'all on Drake's ass about these reference tracks, y'all? Let's break this down right quick. Okay, so y'all are mad at Drake. Y'all saying that he's not a real rapper, a real artist because of these reference tracks. Let's break down what a reference track actually is. Okay, so for me as an artist, sometimes it's hard to convey what I want, what I hear in my mind, sonically, to my producer or engineer, That's when a reference track from one of my favorite songs that's the closest thing I can, get to what I'm hearing, I give it to them so they can, try to match it up. That's what Drake is doing. Drake has inspiration because we are inspired by so many different people. Like, I'm inspired by Lady Gaga's. I'm inspired by, some of her work, music-wise. I'm inspired by some of the stuff that Timbaland did for Britney, when he was working with her. So I would send some of those tracks if I'm trying to execute a certain sound, not really copying. And then some people would send it to me, you know what I'm saying? And so just like when, it's just so we can, it's just about like, it's just like for example, my new single coming out, in order for me to properly get the balance, it's a little technical, get the levels right with the voices that I hear. Like, one of my artist friends were over top of my voice, but it was like, okay, how can I convey it, like how I feel like we should be linked up? I sent them Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Rain on Me, just to say, you see how Ariana Grande is a little bit above Gaga in this part, but then they dropped her down, just like little things like that, you know what I mean? So, and then also y'all can mad at Drake for having ghostwriters or writers. He's a pop star, He has more hits than your favorite rappers. That don't just come by this one little brain right here. It takes a team, a machine. Okay? It takes a team and a machine. Even with Mariah Carey. Like, Mariah Carey, of course, she wrote all of her songs. She has 19 number one hits. She wrote 18 of them. And the only one she didn't write was the Michael Jackson cover, I'll Be There, that she did. That's the only one she didn't write. But she wrote 18 of them. But you look at the credits, you'll see Jermaine Dupri right there. You'll see Money Long on the credits of her song. Oh, no. That don't mean that she wrote the song. I mean, she had one little line. And that's the thing about the credits, too. Like, even if you say, give me a word, I have to put your name on the credits. So, if you give me, what's a Drake lyric? Somebody give me a Drake lyric. He said, I only live my bed and my mom. Sorry. So, if I would have said, oh, you should say sorry at the end of that, I would get credit for that. And so it's just that simple, y'all. So leave Drake alone. He is the mastermind behind all his raps, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he won't be happy. I'm pretty sure the record label wouldn't want him there if he didn't offer anything or wasn't of worth. You know what I mean? Since, like, even with Nicki Minaj, we know Nicki Minaj write her raps. We know that. Somebody might come in, though, with a bar, or they might, give her an idea, and she might run with that idea. Now they need credit. Beyonce too. But Beyonce don't write anything. But yeah, Beyonce haven't wrote in a long time. Nicki Minaj said this verbatim. She was like, every single artist has gotten a reference track. It's just up to them if they want to use it or not. But the power is always in the hands of the artist at the end of the day. But each artist's creativity is different. The way our mojo is different, So it's not going to always look the same. But what will look the same is we're going to use a reference track. At some point, if you're going to have a writer, give us an idea. You know what I'm saying? So, Drake, I never thought I would be right here defending Drake. I never thought I would care enough. But y'all be on the wrong people's asses. Like, get off the greats' ass. I noticed something about me. Whenever y'all start attacking the greats, I got to open my mouth. Don't I? And for me, it's a little discouraging because it's like, y'all take one little something, and y'all be so focused on destroying the person or getting tea on the person or whatever on the person that y'all don't take a step and try to get understanding. Y'all speak before y'all even get understanding. It's like, understand that the pop world and us to bring music to you is a little different. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, give us grace. You know what I'm saying? And give us claps for even working hard, you know? He's producing material for y'all. He's giving us bops, you know what I'm saying? Bops and hops. So it's like, y'all, be easy on him.